this off. Hey, YouTube. I know y'all can't see me. Hold on. Does that work? This ain't working. I know y'all can't see me. Hold on. I gotta take this joint off. How you do this? I don't know how to do it. I forgot. Hold on. That ain't it. How the hell I take this joint off? I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna try to do it the best I can. So hopefully y'all hear me. So I'm eating gumbo. Just got back in the house. And it was not. I mean, it was pretty much nice outside. I thought it'd be cold, cause y'all know how y'all look outside. Y'all see the sun, and it look all beautiful. Then as soon as you go out there, like it feel one way when you in the house. You can open the window and it feel one way. You go outside, like okay, I know what I can put on. I'm gonna just throw my hoodie on. That's what I should do. I put my jacket on. I'm glad I didn't have to do a long walk. I'm glad I chose not to do my long neighborhood walk that I do. I'm glad I ain't had to walk to no DHS building, no SSI building, because I would have turned all the way back around, left that jacket in the house, and went on about my one color. Or better yet, I would have brought me a little bag with me, went into one of them little bathrooms and did me a little quick deodorant check 1, 2, spray my body with some body mist 1, 2, wipe the sweat off with some napkins. And everybody, oh my God, he came in here all sweaty. Now he smelled good. What he do? None of your goddamn business. Because it's an embarrassment. It really is. Don't get me wrong. I had my sweaty moments, and I'm not gonna lie. I ain't got a cat for nobody. I had my sweaty moments. I had my moments where I felt embarrassed. But it's really embarrassing when you gotta be pat down. Oh, excuse me. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. My camera over here acting crazy. I'm trying to get y'all to see me. So this is my first time trying this. This is sparkling ice Starburst cherry, and I drunk some already, but I'm gonna still give y'all a taste test. Damn, this background doing too much. This ain't the best background to use. But anyway, y'all seen it. Sparkling ice Starburst. I got this from a little store near my house. I'm not going to give my location or whatever. It's a little like it's a mix between like a corner store, mini market. They make shrimp in there. I think they sell lunch meat and shit. But anyway, this Starburst sparkling ice. I don't know why they be talking about it's supposed to taste. They give it a candy Starburst cherry candy flavor, whatever the case may be. It give off a little sweet vibe, but it still tastes like a regular sparkling soda. And then it says zero sugar. It just tastes like a regular sparkling soda. For anyone who drink these. But it do give off like a little sugary. I guess you could say you get a little a Starburst ish taste, but the strength of the fact that it's a sparkling ice, like sparkling soda, that tries to overpower it. So you gonna get a punch of that Starburst taste. And then eventually it's like, okay, you're drinking sparkling ice. I'm sorry, I can't remove this background. But so I forgot. Angie Stone Angie Stone funeral was today. It's all over YouTube. Um I seen that Kirk Franklin is there, Kiki Wyatt was there. I think certain areas are still broadcasting it. Big rest in peace, shout out to Angie Stone. I hear they're supposed to have like two different funerals. Like one was supposed to be in Georgia, another one was supposed to be where she was born at. Cause a lot of celebrities they do their private shit. They do one for the public and then one for private. So I'm guessing that's what they doing. Cause I was just out. I forgot that the funeral was supposed to be today. And by the time I got on YouTube, a lot of different places is broadcasting it. And I've seen them I guess moving the casket. Speaking of funerals, I've been to a few and I'll be trying my best not to get emotional because, of course, you going to a funeral. So it's expected for you to cry, be emotional, be fucked up. I've been to several. Like, out of all the funerals, I went to my Aunt Janet's that I somewhat remember. I went to, no, I missed my great grandmother's. We went to the family viewing before the funeral, so that pretty much was a funeral to me. But I missed my great grandmother's funeral. We end up, I don't remember how or why, but we end up going to the burial and the repast. My great grandfather, I went to his funeral. Um, I guess you could say a family friend named Nikki. She was killed. I went to her funeral. I went to her funeral because I knew her. Like I knew her from my childhood, and then my teenage years. I've seen her a few times. So if I know you, I'm gonna treat you like family. If I hear something bad, I'm like, look, I know her. I done seen her a few times. I spoke to her. She spoke to me. I heard her name, so I went to her funeral. I respect. Um, who else? I went to another family friend funeral. My next door neighbor on Belly Street, Miss Arlene. I went to hers. My dad's. I went to. He not blood family, but I'm still gonna call him family because I got family members. I guess they related or whatever the case may be. And I went to school with his kids, and I see them like cousins. So I went to Mike's viewing, and the sad thing about it is he died, and my aunt Ruby on my dad's side, they died at the same time. And that whole day, I was an emotional wreck because I was in Delaware with my cousin Talia and her baby father Rich. And I mean, I know I don't want, I shouldn't be just bragging about different funerals I went to because I spoke on Angie Stone and her funeral broadcasting. But anyway, so what had happened was I was in Delaware getting my hair done, and I came to Philly to get some money. And when I came back, I found out um my Aunt Ruby died. And my Aunt Ruby is my pop on my stepdad's side sister. So I knew that we was coming to Philly also because my cousin had to go see her dad and her grandma, my aunt and my other cousin, because they was in Philly for the viewing of pretty much family friend, whatever, Mike. And the crazy thing about it is I didn't know where anybody was there or what was going on. And I don't even remember if someone told me he passed away or what the situation was. But when we finally got to the viewing, I was like, and I walked in there, just like I'm just wondering, like, who are we about to see? Like, I don't even remember. I don't know if I was told or if I wasn't. But all I know is by the time I got there, I'm like, what's going on? Because that was like some years ago, and I don't remember everything. So when I got in there and I'm seeing everybody, and I'm like, well, what the fuck? I walk up and I'm like, oh shit. I remember him. He used to always be at our house and be on Trina house. And I went to school with his kids. So I'm crying for him. I was crying for my Aunt Ruby. Like, I just broke out crying. And the crazy thing about it is when I first heard my Aunt Ruby die, I wasn't really emotional because I was trying to get everything to click in my head. But then knowing that I'm not going to my Aunt Ruby funeral, but I'm going to a viewing for somebody else who's a family friend, family, whatever. And then I realized who it was as I'm walking into the funeral home and I see the casket, whatever. I just broke down crying. And then my Aunt Anita and my big cousin Dwight, they was hugging me and stuff. And my cousin Talia, her mom-in-law at the time, Miss Sandy, she was telling him like he just found out his Aunt Ruby died too. So everybody hugging me. And I didn't want to just break down because it was more about Mike, and then I'm seeing his kids there and everybody there. But I couldn't help it. I just broke down and just started crying. So yeah, so a few people was coming up to me, giving me hugs and stuff, and asking was I okay. And then still in my head, I'm like, damn, I remember Mike. And I was like, damn, he used to always come to our house when we was younger. I went to school with his kids, and I remember his sons. Um, I seen. I think. I don't. I think he got one or two sons. Well, I seen one of them, but I ain't want to go up to anybody because like y'all probably don't remember me because I'm not always around. But I ended up adding him on Facebook, and I guess he remembered me. Who else? That's about it. And then my trainer. But yeah, other than that, I watch funerals on YouTube. I know it's weird, like who will sit here and watch a funeral of somebody they don't know, but I do. That's how fucked up the world is. I really would sit here and watch somebody's funeral. I don't know the person. I don't know their family. Never met the person. But I hear a story, and if the funeral was playing on YouTube, I really would sit here and watch the funeral. I watch crime videos. I watch. I watch all types of stuff. Um, Getting off that sad topic. So let me tell y'all what else happened. So, did y'all ever have a moment in your life where you outside walking and you see a person of the opposite sex? And in my case, you see, so you're gay male, of course, and you see a person of the opposite sex, but you're behind them. And it's giving masculine vibes. So you're thinking that it's a boy with dreads. But as you're looking closely, you start realizing, okay, that's a lesbian. But did you ever have that moment where you just looking and somebody just give you attractive vibes, but it's kind of weird because you don't go that way, but then again, the person just looks so nice looking. It's weird because I really just walked past this girl and I thought she was a boy at first. But as I'm looking, I'm like, that's a girl. I don't know, man. So I just got back in the house. Did a little quick store run. But Oh wow. So somebody the Raptors, is that what it say? Somebody named I mean Oliver Miller just passed away. Big rest in peace, shout out to him. My condolences go to the family. He was I believe he was a basketball player, a former basketball player. Then Jonathan Majors reveals he was sexually abused by men and women from age 9. I carried it for years. There's a lot of sad stuff going on. Today marks 25 years since Sammy's first, his debut album, From the Bottom to the Top, drop. And the sad thing about it is the Millennium Tour is about to be in Philly tonight. And I'm upset because I would love to go to the Millennium Tour, but I ain't getting no tickets. And I used to listen to that song all the time when I was younger. Well, one of his songs. It sucked when all these concerts keep happening in your city and you've been over here on Power 99 trying to get tickets and they ain't getting tickets and shit. And crazy thing about it is they saying that they about to be in Philly tonight. Oh, they removed it. They must remove Kendrick Lamar concert because his about to pop up too. It's all these concerts happening. But I really wanted to go to the Millennium Tour, and they just keep coming to Philly, and I be trying to win tickets. And I don't win nothing. Oh well. And they talked about Marion's supposed to have a party somewhere. Huh. It is Steph Curry 37th birthday. Happy birthday, shout out to you. Happy 36th birthday, shout out to Cash Doll. Happy 59th birthday to Elise Neal. Happy belated, happy belated 53rd birthday to Common. Happy belated 85th birthday to Candy Statson. Happy belated 50th birthday to Glenn Lewis. Alan Payne's so old. The crazy thing about it is he old, but he still look the same. Him, Khalil Kane from Juice and Girlfriends. There's a lot of people that you can tell getting old, but they still look good. I'll be back. Ah, my foot. what that was outside, but something smelled like throwing. Now I don't smell it no more. All right, is this better? Can y'all see me now? I hope so. So I don't know what's going on, but I just realized something. Well, I ain't just realized it, but the people that I used to talk to, well, some of the people I used to talk to, I don't know what's going on. Because it seemed like I stopped talking to Danny in what, December? And and James, he used to always be on TikTok. I don't know what happened and what made him just stop being on social media. Hopefully he okay. But he used to always be on TikTok. Now I don't see him on nothing. And the crazy thing about him, he was always clubbing and shit. And I had switched my phone because the phone I had before when I was going on TikTok, y'all know the whole TikTok ban and everything. TikTok was acting weird. So I ended up getting a little cheap phone from off of Timu, whatever that shit called. And yeah, I ended up getting a little cheap phone off Timu. And this phone be acting retarded, but I still be trying to find ways to manage it. But now I got TikTok working. Um, Corinne Steffens answers in a lot of videos, and the crazy thing about it is I got her books. They told some Lil Zane video shoot for none tonight. Corinne Steffens 2000s scanned by me. Okay. I was about to say, I don't know if she's trying to touch his stomach or something, or she's trying to touch the other girl. So everybody still talk about Miss Valletta Wallace's funeral and how many people showed up. I know what I want to talk about. I know exactly what I want to talk about. So I've had multiple conversations with different people, just people that I'll be on these social media platforms with. Tango, Super Live, Peak Social, Tag, Bigo, live stream platforms. And sometimes random thoughts just click in my head, and I be thinking about old conversations I had with people and different opinions I've got. And what made me think about it is because I was on Instagram and Prince from Love and Hip Hop. Y'all know what's the name? Prince Has Spoken. Prince Michael, whatever he calls so. But y'all know Prince and Bobby Lights from Love and Hip Hop Miami. They was friends. So I follow Prince on Instagram and he popped up. And I was thinking about Love and Hip Hop and stuff like that. And like different friendships between a heterosexual guy who's comfortable in his skin. He can hang around gay people, have gay friends, like he a LGBTQ ally, but he's straight. So I've been in multiple friendships, and I know I've had conversations like this in the past, speaking on YouTube and Facebook, YouNow, wherever. And the sad thing about it is, I look at it like it's 2025. It's 2025, and it's so messed up that I'm pretty sure for everybody, at the end of the year, before that ball drop, before the firecrackers start popping, before January 1st of next year, everybody got a New Year's resolution. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people talk on what they're going to change and what they're going to do next year and blah, 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 blah. But the crazy thing about it is everybody talk about what they're going to do and what they're going to change. And then next thing you know that the next year comes and the same stuff keep happening. And I said because, like I said, I was having conversations with different people, and I was looking at stuff that people be posting on Facebook and stuff like that, and it spoke on gay people and straight people, and then you got a lot of these live stream platforms where it's a lot of homophobic guys. And at the end of the day, they use these platforms for selling content. They do their little freak shows, take their clothes off, dance around naked, whatever they do. Now, at the end of the day, I look at these live stream platforms like a place where you can make friends, you can chat with people. I don't see a lot of them as dating sites. They ain't supposed to be. They just a chat site where you can talk to people and make friends. But a lot of people use them as date sites. And a lot of people will get mad if you're not supporting them financially. They start using fan base and OnlyFans and Chatterbait and all this other shit. And they really get mad and start calling you broke, but they over here begging you to support them by taking their clothes off or doing whatever they do. And I look at it like, if you are a content creator, you should not be thinking about who's watching as long as they supporting you in some way. Male, female, whatever. They can't touch you. They can't harass you. They can't do shit except for watch. It's to the point now where everybody watch porn. And this is not to get all sexual and stuff, but I'm just trying to make a point. Everybody watch porn. Do you think that those male stars that be in the pornos care about who's watching or how many niggas is in the room videotaping them naked, or how many niggas is seeing them with their stuff swinging around? No, they making their money regardless. Just like strippers. Just like strippers. I'm pretty sure, number one, they got to worry about the other women in the dressing room, the other strippers in the dressing room. They all getting naked and changing their clothes in the same room, going to the same bathroom. And it's just not the strip club. The locker rooms in the gym, public bathrooms in hospitals, restaurants, wherever. Same goes for men. Let's just say that you're in the restaurant with your family. And you really gotta go to the bathroom. You eating some good food, drinking some good beverages, and you really gotta go to the bathroom. And it's a public bathroom. You don't know who's gay, who's straight, who's bisexual, who's curious. You don't know who's in this bathroom. All you know it's a public bathroom full of men that got to use the bathroom. Are you going to sit there and be like, oh, I don't want to use the bathroom because dudes in there? Or are you going to take your ass to the bathroom, handle your business, wash your hands, and get out? And this is not to make no excuse or whatever y'all try to accuse this of being. At the end of the day, I'm just trying to make a real point. It's facts. It's not no opinion. It's facts. I'm a gay male. There are times where I done went to the doctor's office, had surgeries and stuff, and during my brain surgery, I had to get help being watched by a female doctor. That didn't bother. I mean, it bothered me because she was being a little rude, but her gender didn't bother me. I remember one time, I was uncomfortable because I remember when we was trying out outfits for my parents' wedding. the guy in the store, and this is a male, but I still was uncomfortable because I don't like getting naked and changing my clothes in public places. I don't give a damn if it's a dressing room or not. That's just not something I do. I done seen a lot of freak accidents happen. I'm sorry, I don't feel comfortable getting dressed in a dressing room. I done seen a lot of crazy stuff happen. And I always thought that it would one day happen to me. And it's crazy that I still remember this, but I remember one time we was at the mall, and this is before my mom and my dad got married. We was at the mall, and I guess the guy was trying to see if I could fit the outfit or what. But I'm like, I be trying to keep clothes. I'll be to the point where I be trying to keep clothes on at the doctors. You know how they tell you to take all your clothes off and put the scrub on? I keep my drawers on. And I'm like, at the end of the day, if you're doing surgery on my head, why am I taking my drawers off? The main focus is the back of my neck and the back of my head. I should not have to take my drawers off. No, I do. I try to keep my drawers on. Number one, I don't feel like there's a reason for me to have to take my drawers off. Number two, I'm not getting surgery nowhere down in that area. And number three, it be cold. And then y'all think just because y'all get somebody a sheet to warm them up, I still be cold. There were plenty of times I was in that hospital cold, and I was hospitalized for a good while until I was ready to come home. Yeah, because I lost a lot of weight. Anyway, that's beside the point. But yeah, the point I was trying to make, and the reason why I even brought up the topic of the whole gay male, straight male friendship and whatever, is because I seen some stuff that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And when I see ignorant stuff, I like to give my opinion on it. At the end of the day, like I said, I had plenty of friends on social media. People that never met me in person. We live in different cities and states. And I've said this before. But I got people where I could go in their broadcast and they'll just look at my profile, see my picture, and be like, oh, what's up, such and such? How you been? How you doing in school? And these is pretty much strangers, just people I know through social media. Like I said, never met them in person. We never hung out, went out to dinner. I hung out at their house, they hung out at mine, nothing like that. They live in all different areas. I got one friend who live in, well, I ain't gonna put out his location. I just say he's from Chicago. And I've known him for about 4 or 5 years, maybe more than that. He's a straight male. And he told me himself, he don't give a shit what I do. He accept me for being real and being respectful. He don't give a damn. I could be wearing wigs, whatever. He don't give a fuck. That's my choice. And at the end of the day, he was like, I don't care. I'm not, I mean, at the end of the day, that's your choice. As long as you ain't offending me or harming me in any damn way, I don't give a damn what you do. And if you hung around me and somebody said something to you, I'm like, yo, chill. That's my bro. And for somebody that don't even know me personally, they only know me through social media to say that, and not say it like just one time, but like we didn't have multiple conversations and they always kept their word saying the same shit. That's respect. And that's what helped me be more comfortable. I mean, yeah, I still have my battles. There's still a lot of things I won't do in certain places. Like, you won't really catch me in this neighborhood just going outside dressed all girly and feminine like I used to in Delaware. Constantly getting my eyebrow done, walk around with nail polish, wearing shit like girly pants and stuff. In Delaware, nobody knew me. Um, and what made me comfortable in Delaware is pretty much Miss Sandy, cause she was like, I got a daughter that's Bob, and I don't judge nobody. I done danced, I done bleached my hair multiple times. I done got my nail done. She didn't met me when I had a tongue ring in my mouth, and they always she always respected me. Um, and although I don't hang with that crowd no more and haven't hung with them in years, that's one thing I can say that me and her had a close bond. I used to say that she was like a second mom because she had my back. Yeah. I had no like. She used to have to come all the way down to Delaware. I mean, from Delaware to Philly to pick me up. I ain't had no gas money, and she'd still come get me. Like, he probably bored. It's probably people in the neighborhood getting on his nerves. He help us watch the kids. So she had no problem with getting me. And I remember a few people was making their little rude comments, and I'm like, at the end of the motherfucking day, I had no problem. If I got it, I got it. If I don't, I don't. But ever since I met this woman, either I or my mom made sure she had gas money for getting me out the house. But it just got to a point where I'm like, it's fucked up that her son and my cousin, they get all these other people and nobody's passing them gas money except for me. And it's like, no, I don't give a damn if I live all the way in North Philly and they live in Delaware, y'all drive to Darby or whatever. I don't see nobody pass y'all gas money except for me. So I'm not about to keep passing y'all gas money. And this is not to bring them up, but I'm just saying, like, this is how nice some people are and how not judgmental some people are. But like I was saying, I was like, I don't see nobody pass y'all gas money, and y'all always talk about some this, that. I don't want to hear that bullshit. Y'all like they met me in 2015. I was there for about maybe a month. Throughout 2016, 2017, and maybe a little bit of 2018, I was back and forth in Delaware. I used to have a lot of fun. And like I said, nobody knew me out there. I like before that moment. I don't think I ever been to Delaware. I would hear stuff about it. I hear people say they plan on moving out there, but I don't think I ever been to Delaware. I've been in certain areas in Jersey, I know I've been to Cherry Hill before and a few other areas, but Delaware, I don't think so. Up until I started hanging with my cousin, and in the beginning, everything was fine. I was respected. I had fun. I mean, yeah, everybody go through their own problems, but it was fun in the beginning. At least I try to make the best of it. And I felt very comfortable. I did a lot of shit that I don't do in Philly. I was wearing wigs everywhere we went. Like I told y'all before, I used to, my cousin, they had this big pile of clothes that just stayed in front of the closet in her big father room. And I just got to the point, but I'm like, is anybody going to clean this up? It's just a pile of clothes that's just laying here. So I started playing dress up in them. But yeah, I used to do a lot of goofy stuff. And you know how like you bring like you don't know how long you staying at somebody's house, so you bring only a small amount of clothes, and then it's like they had a washer. Well, at the second house they had a washer and dryer. So while my stuff is being washed and dried, they'd give me some sweatpants to put on or something to put on, so I don't just be walking around naked. And like I said, they just had the pile of clothes just laying in front of the closet. So I just started playing dress up. And as long as I look good, it didn't matter. I felt presentable. Now I wasn't in drag or nothing, but yeah, I used to wear wigs. I used to get my eyebrow done, and every now and then my nails done. That's about the most I do. I ain't had no lashes on, no lipstick, no makeup, nothing like that. The only thing I do is get my dog wig on. Sometimes my eyebrows be done. I shave my facial hair off, and that's pretty much about it. So then, like I said in the beginning, everything was fine. What pissed me off was one time, and I already told this story, but I'll tell it again for the new subscribers. So what pissed me off is one time I had this big curly Shaka Khan like wig on. I was dressed like a boy. I was dressed like a boy. I just had a wig on. I believe I had like a short sleeve like jersey shirt on, a pair of jeans, and I just threw a wig on because my hair wasn't cut, and it did not look. It did not look presentable. So we're going to the park now. I done went to the same park plenty of times, and almost every damn time I done went to this park, I had a wig on. It's other parents out there. They got their kids out there. Nobody said anything to me. No one was offended by the way I was dressed. No one thought I was creepy. A lot of people spoke to me. The kids see me helping my cousins get out their car. They speaking to me. Nobody made me feel uncomfortable. So this person end up talking about some when there get to park there, like I was getting in the car. When they pull off yet, because we were still trying to make sure everybody got in the car and everybody was in their seatbelts and stuff. So he talk about some. Can you put your hair in a ponytail? I'm like, why? He like, I got friends that got a lot of hair and they be and can you look more like a boy? I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I took pictures with you. We in videos together. And every damn picture and video we got, I have some of the same wigs on. Like, why do you want me to put this wig in the ponytail? Like, I have a wig on. It's not my actual hair. What's going to make a difference? So he over here talk about some. Now this never happened before, so this one threw me in the loop. Any other time I get dressed and we just go and have fun and come back to the crib. So this one was kind of shocking when like we were just getting in the car and he so I'm like no. Number one, I asked you to use your clippers. You act like you ain't know where theirs at because I wanted to cut my hair. Number two, I'm always around you wearing wigs. And number three, I don't even have no damn rub in. So I just got out the car and stayed in the house. Like he talk about some. Yeah, I believe I told y'all this before when he talk about some. The boys at the basketball court keep asking, "Do we go together?" And I'm like, I done been around your ass for several months. We done been to this park multiple times. Why all of this? See, this is why I sit in the car and I don't go out. You won't keep asking like, "Come out the car. Why you don't play ball with us? Why you don't do this? Why you don't do that?" Cause I ain't got time for your damn mouth and you acting weird. Your kids is in the playground having fun. You and your brother is playing ball. Why do I have to get out the car? This park is itchy. I'm getting sick and tired of scratching all night because I'm getting bit by mosquitoes. So I'd rather stay in the car, my own protection. None of us got no damn fly spray. And while y'all are chilling, I'm not about to be scratching all night long. Because you want to go to this park and play ball instead of going to the big park where it's a lot more space. But yeah, everything was good at first, and then that's why you can't trust people, because people they're like everything be good and fine and dandy woman, and then next thing you know they start hanging around a different crowd or situations what happen, and then they start acting weird. And it's like at the end of the day, you shouldn't allow other people to influence you to treat people differently. If you're not homophobic, you don't judge nobody for their sexual difference, their race, their political belief, their religion, or whatever, then it should be no problems. Oh shit, it's Marlon Santana birthday. He would have been 49. It's also Quincy Jones' birthday. So big rest in peace and happy birthday shout out to Merlin Santana. Y'all know him as Romeo from the Steve Harvey Show. Big rest in peace shout out and happy birthday to Quincy Jones. It's a lot of people birthday popping up. Oh, that is beautiful. That's a really beautiful picture of Angie Stone. So somebody posted a picture on Instagram of Angie Stone obituary. It says a celebration of life, and it's a big picture of her. It says mother, sister, friend, artist, and pioneer. It says spring has come and winter gone. My love, don't look around for me, child, cause I'll be gone. Not afraid, cause the seasons have changed. Going to count my blessings and just follow the sun. This is some pretty pictures of her. Oh, but yeah, y'all. I feel like I feel like social media is a lot different than having friends in person. And I say it because once again, I'll say again, there's people that I met off of social media, strangers no doubt, and I can have a long lasting friendship with them way longer than some of the friendships I had with actual people that I know in person. Because me and Rich, I met my cousin baby father Rich. I met him in 2015. We stopped being friends around like 2017, 2018. Danny, we met in 2016, I think, and we stopped being friends last year in December. After multiple arguments, multiple disagreements, multiple times I felt disrespected and he tried to play victim. I done gave this man chance after chance after chance after chance after chance, and then I guess he just got to the point where he didn't want to talk to me no more because I just broke down and told him the truth. I'm like, at the end of the day, I done gave you chance after chance after chance. I let you talk to me any way you want. You never really was supportive. I try my best to support you in everything you do. Ever since I started Full Sail, you always gave me these vibes like you was jealous or something. I'm over it. I'm like, if you can't fix your ways, we might as well end this friendship for good because I'm just over it. I'm sick and tired. Every time I try to give you another chance and we talk again, we only last for about like a good week, maybe a month or so. And then the smallest conversation could lead to an argument. And we not even, we ain't no couple. We not in a relationship. Why do we argue so much? I mean, it could be the smallest thing, something that's not even worth arguing about. And just because you got your opinion and I got mine, and I won't change my opinion, you, child, yo, why I get Yo Play original yogurt? And this kind of remind me of that Norman Freeman video he did with the kid that kept, like, he kept eating random stuff, and the kid like, oh, I like bananas, I like shits, I like original yogurt. And the crazy thing about it is, I remember one time my aunt Jackie, I think I was spending at her house, and all of us was at her house, and I went to the laundromat with her. And this is the first time I remember just me and her going somewhere by ourselves. But yep, I went to the laundromat with my Aunt Jackie. And she was washing clothes or whatever. And I don't know who this little boy was, but I'm sitting over there. I had like a couple of dollars in my pocket or whatever. So I go to the machine and I'm eating some chips. And this little boy just kept coming up to me. And I'm friendly. I mean, like, I got cousins, nieces, nephews, a lot of people, kids just come up to me for whatever reason. They just get to speaking. And I wave, I say hi. But this little boy, he kept tapping my leg. Now, I don't know who he is with because he was just walking around the laundromat by himself. And then I'm eating and he just kept on coming up to me. Then he'd disappear, then he'd come back to me. Now, I didn't want to be rude. Then next thing I know, he wants to leave me alone, so I just gave him a bag of chips. And now all of a sudden, I guess I heard a guy in the background, probably his father, wondering where you just out of nowhere get a bag of chips from. You shouldn't have had just, he ain't come up to me and say nothing, but I'm like, you shouldn't have had your son just walking around patting people in the leg. Shit, ain't nothing wrong with the chips. I just got them out the machine. He just wouldn't leave me alone, so I said, here, take a bag of chips. Shit. You lucky these motherfuckers ain't snatch your child up. I don't know. And my cousins and them, they always said that, like, kids just cling to Damien. I sure do. I always got snacks when I got money. I always got the tablets, the laptops, the phones, and shit. And they would not leave me alone. I'm the type of person where I like being to myself. But for some reason, like I said, I got a host of nieces, nephews, godchildren, cousins, and everybody just used to cling to me. I mean, everybody older now, so now they doing their own thing, but yeah. And the crazy thing about it is I don't ever had no kids. And when I was younger, I'd say I'd be the one that find a boyfriend or a girlfriend first. I'm the one that's going to have kids. I'm going to get married. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Because a lot of my cousins were young. I mean, they're around the same age, but they're younger than me. You are the ones that I hung around with the most. Or spend a night at their house and hang around them the most. They was always younger than me, always all around the same age. And I used to say that for years. I didn't have my first serious relationship until I was 27, 28. I don't have no kids. A lot of my cousins and did plenty of things way before I have. And the sad thing about it is they're younger than me. I got one cousin that I thought was younger than me, but she's a year older than me, and she just had her first baby. All my younger cousins, they got babies. Most of them. No. Yeah, most of them. I I got cousins that's married or they got married. My cousin Brianna married. My cousin Talia, she done been married. I don't know if her and her new man married. But everybody getting married, having babies, going all over the place. Child, I'm 32 and I ain't done none of it. I don't know how I'm living. I really don't. And no matter what my sexual preference is, I still could have had a child. You know, I'm the type of person where, don't get me wrong, I like kids, but I don't want none of my own because, first of all, I feel like number one, I want to be financially stable enough to have children, and if I could barely handle myself, how the hell am I going to try to handle having children? That's number one. Number two, I don't have no children because I have a low tolerance. I When I was younger, I didn't mind babysitting, but it got to a point where it's like I'm the type of person where I'm the type of person where I can handle babies. I can handle babies. I'll change diapers. I'll try to wash, make bottles, all that other stuff. But when you start to get older and you get to that point where you're talking back and not listening and telling me what you can and can't do and who you going to tell, go back to your parents. Go back to your parents because I ain't got the time for it. I don't. I ain't got the time or the patience because I grew up on ass whoopings. And I ain't got time. Then when no parent tells them don't speak to my child that way, if my child do something, you tell me first. You want to know why I don't tell the parent? Number one, I'm grown. I ain't got to tell nothing. Number two, you put your child under my care. And when your child's under my care, I'm going to treat your child as if it's my own. Because if anything was to happen to your child, it's my responsibility because you put your child under my care until you return from wherever you was at. So if your child get hurt and the police is involved, they're going to come to me because I was the one babysitting your child. So if your child is walking around throwing toys and cussing and doing stuff that they know they're not supposed to, there's consequences to their actions. Now, family wise, family is different than babysitting a friend. If I'm babysitting a child of a friend, I'm gonna have a little bit more respect. But if I'm babysitting somebody that's my family, like a cousin or a niece or a nephew or something, you gonna get popped. You're not going to get popped all the time. You might get put in the corner. You might get your toys taken away. You might have to turn the TV off. You might have to take a nap. And I'm not going to lie. I'm not abusive to nobody, child. That's why children cling to me. And I had a conversation with my cousin about this. Because I'm like, I got nieces and nephews, and my nieces and nephews is of all different ages, and they never disrespect me. They don't call me out my name. They don't curse at me. They might curse in front of me. I have a very close relationship with all my, with the majority of my nieces and nephews, the ones I see. And I'm your uncle, but I'm gonna treat you like we brothers, cousins, something like that, because we all grew up with each other. So I'm gonna give you your freedom. Most uncles and aunts might want to whoop your ass if you cursing or if you doing something that they don't agree with. I got nephews that smoke. If your parents allow you to do it, who am I to tell you what you can do? But you're not going to disrespect me. Plus, they Jamaican. My niece don't, cause she only 10. But my nephews, they whatever. As long as they ain't bothering me, and they ain't smoking something that's really going to harm their asses. And I didn't have conversations with my sister. Multiple conversations. Like at the end of the day, I would have got my ass whipped if I was caught smoking some weed at 14, 15, some years old. But like I said, at the end of the day, it's certain shit where I'm like, if your parents allow you to do it, then do you. But at the end of the day, I'm still your uncle. As for my cousins, I think I had the worst experience babysitting my cousins more than my nieces and nephews. Because now I babysat my sister's kids because my brother, his two daughters, they mom, she moved around. One minute she's in Southwest, now I think they in Delaware, so I rarely see them. But as for my sister kids, I babysitted every last one of them except for my nephew Jabril because he lived with his grandma on his dad's side since he was a baby. And I haven't met him until he was older. So he know me. He don't know me like that. Um, but like I said, my cousins, they were the worst. They were the worst. They were the worst. I'm not gonna lie. They're the reasons why I don't dare babysit no more. I'm not saying that they were like just cuckoo crazy out of pocket. Cause I love my cousins to death, but they did things that made me not want to babysit. Um, Now, when it comes to younger kids, I had to realize at the end of the day, kids is going to do what they see. They're going to say what they hear. You had to watch what you do, especially like if they like around two, three, four, five. And like I said, I don't have no kids. So when I was in Delaware helping my cousin, her baby father out, I had to learn myself. Like at the end of the day, you had to watch what you say and do because these kids are nosy and they're going to want to do everything you do. But another thing was my cousin. She eventually started working as a home health aide, and she worked at a nursing home or something. And her mother-in-law at the time, she did too. No, the mother-in-law she took care. She took care. I think she worked at a nursing home, but she took care of somebody that she knew for a long time. My cousin, she worked. I think first she was working at a nursing home, then eventually she started doing home health aid or something like that. Her baby father, he's legally deaf. He done. I mean, he does tattoos or whatever. He wasn't really working. He'd stay at home with the kids. And me being the kind-hearted person I was, my main thing was I was just going out there to hang out with my cousin and chill with her because she was going through some stuff at the time. I was going through my own shits and shingles, and I just wanted to get out the neighborhood for a little bit. But then when I realized everything that was going on, I was like, well, I could be a helping hand. I know, like, eventually I was like, I know you got to work. Your mother in law got to work. I sit here and help y'all with the kids until y'all come home from work. Um, what bothered me was the fact that they father is in the same house. You're not like you don't go outside to work or nothing. It's me, you, and sometimes your little brother. I don't mind helping because I know that let's just say somebody ringing the doorbell, you might not hear it. Or you could be asleep and one of the kids might wake up before you crying or they hungry or something. You might not hear they cry. I mean, you can't hear they cries and stuff. I can. So I'll help you on like with that. But if you're up and you could see everything, your eyes is fine. You see me chasing the kids around, trying to stop them from doing stuff. Why do you think it's funny? You're their father. You should get up. I shouldn't do nothing. You're the father, so this is your responsibility. I'll just help you out with certain stuff that I know that you probably won't be able to hear or whatever. I can't whoop the kids. Then they try to make it seem like I screaming yell at the kids. No, nigga, I'm screaming at you, telling your ass to help. So yeah, my cousin used to get on my nerves because she'd come home and talk about some.
You and their grandma always yelling at them and doing this and doing that and picking on them. I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm grown. I got nieces and nephews down here to tolerate this from. So it make you think that I'm gonna come all the way from North Philadelphia to Delaware, trying to help you with these children out of kindness of my heart, and you think I'm just let them go all willy nilly? No. We used to get ass whoopings when we was little. Not saying that I'm gonna whoop the kids, but if you throwing toys around and cussing and stuff, your hand might get popped. You might have to go in the corner. I'm gonna turn the TV off, and you're gonna have to take a nap. Now the punishment was she'll put the kids in the corner for 2 minutes, meaning that she'll count to 59 twice, and then they're able to get out the corner. But kids will be kids. A few minutes later, they're gonna end up in trouble again. So I'm just looking around, wondering what's their how they discipline. So I'm like, okay, if I'm babysitting and the kids is doing something that I know they ain't supposed to be doing, okay, you know what to do. You act up. You wasn't being good. Now you gotta get in the corner for 2 minutes. Or you want to be cursing and throwing toys and you hit somebody, now your hand about to get popped. Or you still don't want to listen, now I'm about to tell your dad. Why the hell did he think it was so funny? He just loves seeing me mad. He used to be sitting there cracking the hell up like I'm Richard Pryor or somebody. I don't find it funny. You might not hear everything, but I'm pretty sure they loud enough. Your ass hears something. I think he used to take advantage of that not being able to hear. Cause I remember I was singing, and I was in a whole nother room and he heard me singing. Now when I first met him, I'm looking at it like, okay, he gotta read your lips or whatever. How am I in a whole nother room and you heard me singing? I don't know, man. But yeah, y'all. Them babysitting days is over. It better be a baby or it better be a real emergency reason. Other than that, mm-mm. I love the kids, but when they get to that point where they talking back and don't want to listen, I can't handle it. They gonna get a little pow pow, a pop pop on their hand. And the crazy thing about it is, like I said in the previous live, I was at my sister's house. I was at my sister's house not too long ago, and I think my niece did something. She did something or said something. I don't remember. But me and my sister was having a conversation about discipline. Cause she kept on talking about something. I can't hit her, she a girl. And I'm like, when we was growing up, we got ass whoopings. It didn't matter what our gender was. Like, where are you talking about? At the end of the day, me personally, if I was straight and I had a child, I'd rather the mother discipline my daughter than me. I handle the boys, the moms handle the girls. Because me personally, I feel like with a lot of fathers, they go too hard on the girls. I like you could watch it on YouTube. I just don't agree with no man putting their hands on the female. I don't care if it's your daughter, your niece. I don't care. Now when my niece was younger, yeah, there were times where she probably did something and her hand got popped. That's about the closest she got. But then it got to the point where I never feel comfortable doing that. So I'll just tell her mom. To be honest, I don't ever think I really had to discipline any of my nieces or my nephews. They probably got yelled at. That's about it. Hell, they had their grandma, their grandpa, their mom. They knew what to do and what not to do. But yeah, my cousin, child, people like, oh Damien, can you do this? Oh Damien, can you do that? I'll be back and I ain't gonna be long. hmm Baby, it better be a 911. What's your emergency? You better be working. I better be getting paid by the time you come back. It better be an emergency. I'm not babysitting no kids and you're going clubbing, shaking your ass and smelling like damn government cheese by the time you come back. I'm not babysitting no kids and you going somewhere that you shouldn't near be. No. I'm sorry, I can't do it. Those days is over. I get headaches, I get body aches. I ain't got time for staying up all night with no bad children. And these pills I got is not here for display. I take them. That's why I'm wearing glasses now. But don't get me wrong, it used to be fun at times because we used to go to a park and do fun stuff and play video games and stuff. But I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I like babies. Once you get older, I don't know. I like making bottles. I like picking out clothes. I like dressing the babies up. I like singing lullabies and listening to them little night night records. But when you get to the point where you talk to them, I'm gonna tell my mom, I'm gonna tell my dad. Go ahead, tell their asses to come take you. And I know y'all had those experiences too, where y'all had to babysit somebody's kids that ain't young. I be like Matilda and put y'all in a chokey. I can only imagine what teachers had to go through because I ain't gonna lie, I was bad when I was younger. Matter of fact, I feel like I wasn't really bad. I just had a smart mouth. I did. I don't think I was really bad. I had a smart mouth. Now, if I did do something bad, It was probably because I was being a follower. But majority of the time, I just had a smart mouth and a nasty attitude. I was one of those kids where it's like, if you ain't my parents, I ain't got to listen to you. It could be aunt, uncle. You ain't my mama. You ain't my daddy. You ain't my my great grandma, my great grandfather. Child, you don't there whoop your own kids, so you damn sure ain't about to whoop me. You might get whooped back. I ain't gonna lie. I remember one time my uncle tried to whoop me. I threw his clippers in the trash. I do not see you whooping your kids, and you damn sure ain't gonna whoop me. You are not my father. You going to try. We gonna be in this bitch stomping. But me and my uncle are we got a cool relationship. I feel like to be honest, don't get me wrong, I love all my uncles, but when it comes to my Uncle Albert, I'm more close to him because I feel like he fully accept me how I am. Like I done had a whole cat suit on in front of this man in some high heels. I done shook my ass in front of him. I mean, not like in front, but y'all know what I mean, like with like he's in the same room as me. Um, and he got my back. I remember plenty of times he had my back. Now my other uncles, they might have. I mean, yeah, I'm on Facebook. We all on Facebook, so they probably seen pictures and stuff, or mm, they might have. I mean, like, cause I know for sure at my aunt Trina's house when she was had Halloween parties, I went there a few times with wigs on and stuff, so they might have caught a glimpse of me in my feminine days. But to be honest, no. My uncle Benny, yeah, he seen me. I know for sure my uncle Benny seen me because I was in Delaware and he came out there. So I know for sure he seen me. But my uncle Benny, he don't give a shit. My uncle Benny, he the type of person where he ain't got time for nobody's stuff. It ain't got nothing to do with him. He don't care. And I always been around my uncle Benny. I used to spend night at his house. He knew exactly what I was coming for. The password already the password be already in the computer. I'll be right down the basement by myself. They, my uncle being my aunt Lisa, they'll come down there like, Damien, did you eat? Boy, ain't you tired? I'm like, I'm chilling. I got my own little space, my own little laboratory. The cat come down here and bother me every now and then, but other than that, I'm chilling. Sometimes I just need that time to myself. But yeah, my uncle, my uncle Daryl, I see him every now and then. No, like the last time I seen him was at my aunt's funeral. But everybody was coming and going, so I was there. I was barely able to get a chance to speak to everybody. My bad. And then again, not everybody came to the repast because I guess everybody was in their feelings and not their feelings, but like everybody's emotional and doing their own thing. So if I seen you, I seen you. If I didn't, I didn't. But my uncle Daryl, me and him was cool too. Between him and my uncle Benny, they give me nicknames. I'm trying to remember. I believe my Uncle Benny gave me Cool Dane. I think Uncle Daryl gave me Smooth Dude. No. I think Uncle Benny gave me Smooth Dude, and then he eventually started calling me Coral Dane. And I think Uncle Daryl gave me Cool Dane. Cause I remember Uncle Benny, he used to always compliment my haircuts. And Uncle Daryl, I was always quiet and to myself. So that's probably why he gave me that nickname. Um then my cousin Cisco, he just called me Dane. Um Dad, my great grandpa, he called me Damon. My great grandma mom, she called me my name. And I'm sure Dad called me my name too, but like if I did something I wasn't supposed to, like mess the books up, he'd call me Damon. Uh, I got I got so many different nicknames. My aunt Trina, she gave me multiple nicknames. It was Mr. Giggles, Mr. Laugh a lot, because I was always laughing when somebody got in trouble. Um, Sometimes she'll say Dan. My aunt Denise, she called me nephew or Damien. Uh, I don't think my aunt Shabazz gave me any nicknames. Um, yeah, my uncle Adam, he called me Damien, or I think he some no, he called me Damien. Um, my aunt Shonda, she called me Damien. My aunt Ciola, I don't think she gave me any nicknames. Not that I remember. But yeah, I got so many different nicknames. But yeah, my aunt Trina, she used to call me Mr. Giggles and Mr. Laughing a lot because I was always laughing at somebody when they got yelled at. Because it'd be funny. Shit, they laugh at me. So I'm gonna laugh at y'all first. Last time I checked, they said they would from youngest oldest. So I'm already getting my laugh out. Now, my brother David, he called me Damien, but he'd call me Damon because my great grandfather used to call me Damon. But his ass always make a joke talking about the character from Next Friday. Then my dad, oh my god, that shit used to go on my nerves. He would, I believe it was Ricky Harris. I know it's a comedian. I believe it was Ricky Harris, the one who was on Everybody Hate Chris, the light skinned guy. I think he was on Comic View or something, and they used to have, my mom and my dad used to have these like comedy tapes or whatever, and I think that's where my dad got it from. Cause I remember I seen the video clip. I guess it was some devil joke, the Omen joke, and my dad used to sing that song all the time, and it used to get the hell on my nerve to the point that I'm like, why is my name Damien? Out of all these Bible names my brothers got, why the hell did mine have to be Damien? Then my middle name is Christopher. Now make that make sense. I hated my name. I swear I did. That's probably why my ass was bad in church. I hated my name. And then when I went to school, I had people that used to make fun of my name. I had a few teachers that used to sing the same song my dad sung. Then I had some teachers that used to call me the old man. I had a bus driver that used to call me Dark Cloud. Until I told her her hair looked like pissed on snow. She ain't call me Dark Cloud no more. And the crazy thing about it is I don't know why she used to call me that. I really don't. Because I really wasn't bad on her bus when she was a bus driver. But she just never, I don't think she ever called me my name. She used to always call me Dark Cloud. And I don't ever think that I even cared to ask her why she called me that. I just got to the point where I'm like, I was just like, that's why your hair looked like pissed on snow. And from that moment on, she never called me Dark Cloud again. I don't know. But yeah. I had nicknames for days. People just call me whatever the hell come to mind. Then I had somebody, well, a friend named Brandon. No, I don't think it was Brandon. No, it was somebody that was on the bus. I don't know. It was somebody. I think I gotta go to the bathroom. Oh no, mine. But it was somebody when I used to live in Darby. They used to make up songs with my last name. That used to get on my nerves. Oh wow, Quincy Jones would have been 92. Y'all want to know something? I was sitting over here looking at Instagram, and yeah, I was looking at Instagram, and they keep in TikTok, and they keep on posting these pictures of everybody when they was at Biggie Small's mom funeral. And I mean, yeah, I know. Oh yeah, because I'm over here trying to think of what I was about to say. But yeah, I know Faith Evans and Lil Kim. They got along years ago at the Bad Boy reunion tour, but it's kind of crazy knowing that you slept with the same man as somebody else, and y'all didn't y'all remember all the fights y'all had and arguments y'all had. Then out of all these years, y'all done went on to different relationships, but y'all still this man passed away, and y'all still could connect with each other and show love to this man. But the crazy thing about it is, Puff Daddy in jail. So it's like everybody just moving on their own. I didn't really see everybody there. I seen his son Christian Combs, but I ain't see the other two kids at Biggie Small's mom funeral. They talk about shocking update: Tupac and Queen Latifah hanging out in gay clubs in San Francisco. They going to tear you out your clothes. Tupac immediately rips off his shirt. Why do y'all wait all these years to start sharing these damn stories? I don't know what to believe. I don't know. People like I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm about to get off here YouTube. I've been on here long enough. 2 hours already. I done ate my food with y'all, ate a few snacks with y'all, talked about random topics. I'll hit y'all up a little bit later.